In Romans 5:14, Paul wrote, let me read it to you. Death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over those who had not sinned, according to the likeness of the transgression of Adam, who is a type of him who was to come. Here in this verse, Paul introduces us to biblical types or models within the Old Testament. As you probably know, models and types are people or events that foreshadow or prefigure a greater or futuristic reality. These act as prophecies and divinely ordained patterns, often focusing on the Messiah, Yeshua, and related salvational events. Hello, everybody. I'm Keith O'Dare, and welcome to the Messianic Moment, where we look at the scriptures through the lens of John chapter 5, verse 39, where Jesus told the people there, search the scriptures, and in them you think you found eternal life? They are what testify of me. Let's get started. Every year since 70 AD, the Jewish community has celebrated the Feast of Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks, which is known as Pentecost in the Christian community, by reading during this time the Book of Ruth. It's interesting to note that if you take a step back and look at a general overview of the story or the Book of Ruth, you'll find that this is a typological story of something that sounds amazingly familiar. It's a story of a Gentile bride pursuing a Jewish husband. Before the marriage between the two can happen, the Jewish husband must play the role of the Kinsman Redeemer to redeem the bride in place of his brother, who should have redeemed her in the first place. The reason why the brother can't redeem her was that he was no longer righteous before God. Amazingly, this is the exact redemption story behind the coming of Jesus. You see, what most people don't know is that the line of Abraham was specifically chosen to bring the good news of Yahweh, to bless the whole world. We find this in Genesis chapter 12, verse 3, where God says to Abraham, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you, all families of the earth shall be blessed. You see, all families were to be blessed through the line of Abraham. Unfortunately, we know by our history that Israel decided to become an exclusive club, not an inclusive family member to humanity. Because of this unrighteous act, God decides to send his one and only son, a righteous Jew, a righteous Jewish brother, to take over the responsibility from the unrighteous brother and play the role of what's called the Kinsman Redeemer. Here I am at 65 years old, having read the Bible all my life, and still being amazed when I find that the Tanakh, the Old Testament, consistently models the redemption story of Yeshua, Jesus Christ, from beginning to end. To top that off, to see God supernaturally working behind the scenes to prompt the Jewish leadership to make this story a required reading and make them unknowingly read it every year since he dispersed them from the land. It's almost like God is saying, it's not too late. Come to me through my son. I hope you enjoyed this Messianic moment. Till next time, Shalom.